I got for my plumbing project was a bundle, but they didn't have any bundles. So when I started going down the road, all the things were catching in the wind and wanting to move. And so I took a plastic bag and I cut it up into rope basically, because I didn't have rope. Tied it up there, tied it back there. Easy peasy, no problem. I'm filming a little update now because I am going to run out of sun here in a little bit. My hair looks wild because I keep misting myself while I'm working because it's so hot, and it's making it all curly and goofy looking. I have gotten a lot done, but I didn't film any of it because, to be honest, I've been working in my underwear. That's truly the reason. The other reason is because it's like off and on like throughout the day because it's 100 degrees plus. And so I would like go out, shovel a couple handfuls, and then go back in. And that would just be like a million itty bitty little clips to put together. But this is where I'm at. That portion right there that's dark is done. That's 18 inches deep. I kind of can't believe I got anything down to 18 inches in one day. And I am to the point now where I've had the ground soaking pretty much all day, and it's going really fast. That's what it looks like. I used a post hole digger at the end, and then I have been using a combination of a regular spade shovel, a drain shovel, and then my pickaxe. The combo that's been really working best right now that the ground is like super duper soft, is to go in with the wedge side of the pickaxe and basically just scoop a bunch of dirt up to the top and then take the spade shovel and just shovel it out. And then the only thing I'm really using the drain shovel for is to, first of all, check the depth, because that is 18 inches. And also to make sure it's wide enough. I would definitely want to make sure I have enough room to be working, since I am hand digging this and there's a little bit of a wiggle in it. It's PVC, so there's a lot of room for error and everything. But yeah, I just don't want it to be super zigzaggy because that would be really annoying to deal with. There's an anthill in here who is so mad at me. Where are they now? There they are. They're so funny. They started up here, and every time that they would get freaked out, they would move further and further into the trench. They started up here, then they were on the sidewall, then they were further on the sidewall, then they were on the bottom. Now it looks like they're coming out the side over there. If you keep messing with them, eventually they'll give up and go somewhere else. But yeah, it's a little annoying having to work around the ants. But at least these are not ants that hurt. If they bite you, it's just like a bite. They don't have any venom or anything. Yeah, I haven't started over here at all. And that's going to be my project for tomorrow. I'm going to get up at like 5 a.m. before the sun rises, because this is the south side of the house. And so that means that it is in the sun like the whole day until like this time of night. And so I think, hopefully, I can get a really big start on this tomorrow morning before the sun rises and it gets hot. And then I can leave the water in it all day and keep coming out and refilling it and stuff. And then by the time it's this time at night, it'll be all done. There is not an impossible chance that I will finish this whole thing in just 2 days. That might be ambitious. And to be honest, like, there's no reason that I need to hurry up and do it that quickly, because I don't have an electrician scheduled. It's like pulling teeth to get them to even give me bids for this. There's no reason why I can't lay the conduit, you know, and bury it and get it all done and everything. Just take a bunch of pictures and prove that it's 18 inches in the ground, because they're just gonna fish the wire through anyways. But we'll see. I don't have to make that decision for at least another day now. Bun doesn't want to leave. Keep telling him to go away. I'm gonna be working in this area. And he's like, I don't know. You guys know that meme that came from Holes where it's like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
That's what I feel like, except I'm not tired, and I am tired at the same time. Physically, I'm tired. I've been digging for like 2 days now. I'm happy to see progress, and I'm motivated to keep going and to finish it because I'm really close. It's just, there's no variety in it. You know, just like something to break it up, because like right now it's like pickaxe, shovel, check the depth. Pickaxe, shovel, check the depth. Over and over and over and over again. I need variety from that. Because when I first started, I was like having to put water in the hole and all that kind of stuff. And at this point, it's like, it's almost done. Monotonous is the right word. It's a little monotonous. The thing that is super duper satisfying is when the dirt is this texture. I'll get you guys a clip of it so you can see. It's almost like kinetic sand, like the sand that you play with. It's like the most satisfying texture when it like is this dampness and it's perfectly clean. And then you like throw it with the shovel onto the pile of dirt and it just like cascades down with this like awesome texture. I sound like a crazy person, I know. So that's kind of the thing that's keeping me going right now, is like just watching the dirt fall on the pile. Bunch of coyotes just started howling. They're too far away. There's no way you can hear it. Okie dokie. I'm done procrastinating. Let's go. Let's do this. So I'm working on the very last section. That's all that's left. Like what? 7 feet? And that's where my water comes in. That's my main water shutoff. I have city water somehow. It's all the way down there. Of course, I have the city water shut off, but this is the shut off for the house and all the spigots and everything. There's one other faucet over there in the willow tree. Hiding, there it is, because there used to be a giant water tank here. Like the line between this and that should take you like right in here. And so when I got through here, I was like, well, the water line must just be really deep. But it's not, it's over here. The other thing that's really funny is trying to figure out exactly when they put the water in. And, like, obviously the water company knows that or whatever, but I don't need to ask them, because that tells me everything I need to know. The freaking pot farm put it in. Yeah, that's fun. My electrical conduit will go underneath it, because that's about a foot, and the conduit's supposed to be 18, so it'll just fit right underneath it, no problem. Okay, so since these are not doing anything anymore, and in fact, the conduit itself is super fucking broken. Like, it's, like, not even attached at this point. I am going to pull this off to put my new conduit in its place so that I have just the one coming down and it's replaced instead of having two coming down. It'll just look a little nicer. I think the first thing I need to do is go find my punch out kit. I had a punch kit for my van of all things. Right there. I'm getting a new license plate, so it doesn't matter that you can see that license plate number anymore. There's a stainless steel countertop in the van, and it doesn't have wood or anything underneath it. It's just really thick gauge stainless steel, and I needed to make the hole through it bigger to change to a different faucet. So I bought a punch kit from Harbor Freight for that. When I initially realized I should punch through that, I was like, oh, I have that kit. But now that I'm actually getting closer to needing it, and of course I was in town yesterday, I could have bought a new one, but I'm wondering if I used it and returned it because of the fact that I was in the van and I had like no place to store things, and it's like a whole kit, and it was like this big box. So I'm gonna look for it, but I actually don't know if I even own it still. So wish me luck. I did keep it. That's so funny. In my memory, this was so much bigger of a box and so much more of a burden in the van, but I think that just goes to show you how little space I had in the van. All right, well, hopefully I can manage this without the ground giving out. I'm gonna fall when this breaks and hurt my knee. Just know it. That is what the knocked out metal looks like, in case you were curious. That's what it looks like. In there nice and tight. Ignore the rest of my panel. At least I got the big bundle of random wires out of there. Maybe we'll recoup some cost with some copper here. So I went through and gathered all the scrap that I could, and I figured we could weigh it together. I have these little pieces. Those used to be in the van. A couple stuff I had already scrapped before, and you definitely can't read that. 6.675 ounces. And it's just gonna go in that bucket until at some point I have a bucket full. Probably be my life's work to fill that bucket. Like, I can't imagine how much copper I will possibly make throughout my life. But I'm going to leave this piece that came from like the actual pipe as is for now until I know for sure I don't need it. Probably will like end up chopping it up and use it as like ground wires and stuff. But yeah, I definitely don't need that much for that, but there's no point in scrapping it until I know for sure what I do and don't need. So we'll finish the rest of the electrical stuff before I get rid of that. That is so weird. The wind was screaming for hours now, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. Like somebody flipped a switch. Also, yes, I got a haircut. I literally just got it today. I haven't even washed it myself, so this is kind of, you know, they always style it funny. I am gluing PVC pipe, and I haven't been showing you because all the stuff around the corner was a project. It took a lot of finagling because I had to work around that water pipe that was buried in the ground. Yeah, so the pipe made the corner no problem, all in without fittings or anything. It just bent. But yeah, getting that underneath the water pipe and around the corner at the same time was a little tricky, but that's what it looks like. There's the wind. It just was taking a breather. But this is kind of the way I've been keeping everything off the ground, because the sand just gets in everything, and I'm trying to keep these pipes clean inside. So basically I just lay them down over this, and then you can see I have one more ready to go, and then I just prop the new piece here, so just like this, and then it's really easy to glue because the ends are right here waiting to go. So if you guys want to see video footage of me gluing pipes together, go watch my plumbing video. Sorry. Alrighty, it is done. That is what everything looks like. Definitely tricky to get the pipe underneath the water pipe. That's the only place where I have a connector instead of a bell. Unfortunately, there's one connector in here. Everything else, though, is just a bell sweep. And then I don't actually have this connected, although, like, you can dry fit it and it fits in, obviously, because it wants to be just like an inch off center. So I'm gonna start burying it, starting from that end. And when I bury it, I will try to get the pipe to lay on the outside edge of everything, and that should get me the last inch that I need for everything to line up perfectly. You hear the coyotes? What a bunch of them it sounds like. Alright, you guys, I think that's where I'm going to call it quits for this video. I don't have the whole thing buried because I'm not sure if the electrician's going to have a problem with it or not. I don't want to have to dig it back up if there is. But I have enough buried just that it's not going to move when they go to pull wire through it. I think next video we're going to tackle getting electricity from here inside the building. If you guys want to follow along and see how this goes and see what else I do with my new garage, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. like and comment and all that jazz to show YouTube that you like me and you like my channel and that it should get shown to other people. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.